The Real and Sincere Browns fan here, posted live, and we about to play the Denver Broncos. This is totally revamped Cleveland Browns. I guess that's what we want to call it for right now. We got a lot of new things going on. Case Keenum's getting the start. Um, Definitely curious to see what this is gonna look like. Obviously, we need wins, so we need him to do well. I mean, this is a team thing. Um, I mean, just to be frank, I mean, we already know what's coming. I mean, he does well. The questions come in. You know, do you start or you bench Baker Mayfield when he's healthy? No, no. I'll answer that as a fan. No, you don't bench Baker because Case Keenum is doing good. You bench Baker because you finally know like we're done with you, and this is Baker's team. Like Case Keenum, love him, glad that we got him, cause it was gonna come one day. This day was gonna come, and as he said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And you don't ever want to see this. You don't want to think that he's ever gonna come, but you know the day is gonna come. It's like I mean Baker was thorough. I think he said 52, 54 starts. I mean, he's been solid for us. That quarterback graveyard, they talked about it now. Now it's about to grow again, but it's a different story. It's like it's not in a way where we are completely done with Baker. So it's like, yeah, you can say that, but there was people that played after Tom Brady. Why did I say this name? But he was on that team for a long time. But that's what I'm trying to express here. And there is people, I mean, Gronkowski played over there. Gradkowski, I meant to say, not Gronkowski, because that's the tight end. I'm talking about Gradkowski. Also Toledo alum. Um, who else? And I met a dude. He's very cool, very chill. Um, who else? I mean, there was plenty other quarterbacks after him. Garoppolo. Remember when they thought he was like the greatest thing and like, ooh, fool's gold. I think the Patriots knew. That's why they were so quick to kind of like, all right, yeah, we'd give him up for such and such and such and such. Like y'all think he's so great, but they said that they liked him a whole lot though. I mean, and then what is his name? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that we it's really what it is that like this is his team regardless. You know what I'm saying? That helmet that I rock behind me, like that's his team. That's still my quarterback at the end of the day. Yes, he was throwing terrible. I'm not going to say he was playing terrible, but he was throwing terrible. And hopefully this gives him a little bit of time to step back and get the time to reflex in the middle of the season. Obviously get healthy. Hopefully he returns because I mean we don't know how serious it is. We just talking about this week alone, but obviously he's tough and he gonna want to come back as soon as possible. But you gotta be realistic about these things. Like if this thing is gonna take time to heal, then like you might need to take that time to heal. Not saying like I said, I want that to be the case. Like if he can come back and play, like I would prefer for him to come back and play. But it's like you got to be careful, man. Like I feel like this is still his team. I don't feel like I'm not giving up on him yet. I think you can get better because like I said, it was there before. I feel maybe I just didn't watch enough Oklahoma film and stuff like that. But from the highlights, and I was just like, and some of these ball placements, they be great ball placement. And I said I love that he can throw it that fast from far away, where the ball's still coming in like very quickly because I feel like that could come in handy at times. The fact that you can do that, but you gotta be having nowadays. Everybody got multiple ways to throw: sidearm throws, like air touch, teardrop throws. Like most quarterbacks now, the top 10 or elite, whatever you want to call it, the best of the best, cream of the crop quarterbacks, they can make multiple throws any way or any way that it needs to be thrown. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is clever. That's how it is. The game is now. So I think not Baker, but Case. I've seen him make very good touch throws and pass throws. He might not got as strong of his arm as Baker. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, being able to throw it where it pops out of your hand like that, where it just it's coming, like that motherfucker's coming. But and it's not like an ugly one too. Like I feel like Cam used to do that too, where he'd throw a bullet, but like you knew he was trying to throw it hard. You know what I'm saying? But his shits was like darts though, and that's kind of like Baker's got a little bit better than like he got a little bit more of a drop than Cam's did, but basically the way that Baker been playing, like if you gonna play throw like Cam Newton, you better run like Cam Newton, and we just know that's not about to happen. So, um, so yeah, I mean it could be all approved, and I think this will give him time to see how Case do. I mean we this is under the assumption that Case goes out there and he balls out. Like this is under the assumption that he goes in there, he does his thing. You know, we ain't skip a beat. You know, we still in contention. It's not a wholly or totally or totally like washed or wasted season. You know, due to injuries or whatever, and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? And somebody asked me too, like what do you think that started this? It's very unfair for me to like blame anybody, and I really shouldn't be in pregame talks, but nobody really watches my pregame talks anyway. So to the ones that do watch it, thank you for listening, and these are some gems, and I mean you can let me know what you think if you want to bounce any ideas or whatever. But what I think that really started this whole thing for real, at least this season, is Jedrick Wills. It seemed like the moment he get hurt, it's like just everything else starts to like go down. And like I'm kind of salty that like I'm only saying that now because 2-3 years down the line, oh you see CD Lamb ball and then be like, dang, didn't Baker play with CD Lamb? Like shit, like it would be nice to have a player like that, but I can't see him nowhere else other than Dallas. So like I think everything happens for a reason. But it's like, and I know that Jed been going out there trying to gut it out. Like it ain't like he just asked to get hurt. I know that's not the case by any means. But like I said, it just seemed like when he go down, it's just everything else kind of just like I don't know if we try to overcompensate or I don't know. But I mean it's going on both sides of the field, offense and defense. So you could be like, well, what about Greedy or what about Denzel? I mean you could say that too. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just very critical on Jed because it was just like he wasn't the one that I saw us getting anyway. But the fact of the matter was is that like I bought in for one. It's like once you put on this helmet and you done enough, I'm like you're my guy. So it's like you're in. But doesn't mean that I'm not about to like still not analyze you. And that's the reason why I'm going hard on like all my other players so far. I mean, as far as Greedy hasn't been playing bad. He's been a little bit offy as far as like, being handsy, but like I think that's something that they teach him because it's like Denzel's doing it and Greedy's doing it. But again, like I don't think they are zone corners. So it's like to them this is kind of like unnatural, if you will. Like this is not what they and that maybe they improve and they're getting better and that's what you hope, you know what I'm saying? But like they man corners, so it's like playing zone versus man, it's just like it's really about for one proper footwork, also feel. It's not even feel really. It's just really intelligence. Just like knowing what somebody about to do. Like IQ got to be off this world. And I'm not saying that like my dudes is slow by any means, but they just athletic. It's when you athletic like that, it's more so just a feel. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like a scientist with it. Like when I see them do this or whatever, and I know that only two things can happen, and I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm making it up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, motherfucker, you ain't out here. This is NFL. We ain't thinking nothing or whatever. But I just feel like you got to just anticipate all the time in zone. It's not one time where it's like, all right, I can make maybe a bad mental coverage, but I can make up for it because I'm just as fast as this dude, if not faster, and I'm just as long, or I'm more tougher or physical than them. You know what I'm saying? Because just when you man, it's like it's really just your will. When you play in zone, it's not only just your will, but it's like you got to be smarter than your man because what the offense be trying to do is be trying to get people to like look different ways and do all this other stuff was what I'm starting to understand from listening to John Johnson and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I get what you mean, but like we still got to get this shit together. So overall, I mean, we got a lot of new dudes playing. Dearness Johnson, hopefully he keep it growing, keep this locomotive going. Like I think like I said, he's one of my dudes. Just don't have the stay up ability that we get out of our premium guys, and that's just what it is. And I mean, maybe he improved that. Maybe this is his time to shine, and he go and show like, look, we really are the best room. Like I've been saying, like we got the 4 best running backs in the league, but he's a speedster, and I think like he's just the one that kind of got to run behind the blocks. He might get to the corner and bounce. And I don't know why I'm telling the other team all this stuff. Anyway, who are we playing? We playing Von Miller and the Denver Broncos. Like, I don't even know who the Broncos even have anymore. Like, I know they was like a Super Bowl champion like a long time ago, which was kind of fluky. I feel like that game was thrown when they won that championship just because it was like Peyton Manning played so fucking terrible. It was like, but he had to get one more. Like, and I know I probably shouldn't be saying that, but you don't want to think that things are fixed and shit. Like, you want to believe it. But it was just like, did you see the Panthers that year? Talking about Cam Newton, but, like, they should have won that. So, like, when I think about Denver, I think, like, I don't know. I mean, what, Shannon Sharp? Or, who else? Champ Bailey. Um, shit. I don't know. I still think what's his name? I don't know. I'm gonna just get off this thing, man. I don't know what the fuck to think about the damn Denver Broncos. To be honest, like it's just a team to me, I guess. Like I don't like Denver. Like I always think about snow, even though I've been out to Denver before. But I just think about snow, which is really nice. Like all their cars is nice, so they don't use salt like they do here in Ohio. Apparently, they must use sand or something else because their cars are all nice. I don't see shit rusted on there, or nothing like that. Um, but as far as like the team, I don't like. All right, I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't like they colors. I don't like they orange. I don't like they blue. I know like we got orange, but they color scheme is just like that orange and that navy blue is just I don't like it. Now the orange and brown, that shit a little hard. You feel me? They're a little more gangster. You feel me? Gangster, but a little more just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I whoop your head, boy. That orange and that blue. I know they had different colors back in the day, and they don't want to change because they won Super Bowls and those jerseys or whatever. But maybe they should go back to the old school. Maybe I appreciate they orange and blue a little bit more. But these jerseys that they be rocking, I don't know. And the Broncos, just I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel they franchise for real at all. They probably don't feel ours. That's what they fans. Oh, I don't think about the Browns, but it's just like they just I don't know. They're a wash, and I feel like they really shouldn't have won that championship. But because they did, because Peyton Manning was on that team, you know what I'm saying? By the grace of Peyton Manning, they won that championship. Even though it wasn't Peyton Manning that won that championship by any means, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that the fact that Peyton Manning was on that, you know what I'm saying? He can't leave the league with his little brother having more rings than him. Come on, man. What kind of dinner talk would that be? Pfft. You know what I'm saying? Peyton gotta be the cooler one. It's like, and they're not cooler, but just as much. It's like, and he had a lot of times that he could have won too. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I mean that's what happened when you face who everybody want to consider the greatest of all time. But yeah, I mean Shit, ask Drew Brees. I feel like he should have got another one, but that one game that Kevin them beat him on, where dude just missed that tackle. I mean, that was a badass miss though, but it was just like, damn, if the Saints would have beat, like they would have definitely whooped ass on fucking what's his name, New England that day. But they ain't get past that week, so you know what I'm saying. I'm going too far with the theories or whatever like that. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap this one up. You know what I mean? I gotta get the going. I'll talk to you after the game. Peace.